From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number.
Yeah, I did. It's already signed in. Is that it?
It's Joe Burrow.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it. He was eager to get right back out and do it again, so I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
It's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL. That's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. It's nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going. And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Well, here's a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it on play action. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Back to throw. Looks up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Burrow looking to pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
And Burrow going to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Burrow will throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Riverhawks.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And an Omaha first down. A gain of 9 yards. And an Omaha.
In motion, the tight end. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to chase. That's caught again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Again, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll try to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Riverhogs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, If you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Burrow down around his goal line. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
Complete to Christian Watson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league They take particular delight in their red zone call.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, what a move. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
From midfield now, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 7.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's good for an Omaha. First down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside.
2nd and 7.
At the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through.
He's got him in, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And Watson has it right side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
Key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down in the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The River Hogs offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
On the draw is Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This offense on third down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Burrow. Able to shake him off. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over first and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Omaha's offense back out for another series. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Burrow will throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Burrow looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Burrow. Pass caught right side by Taylor. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. In motion goes the tight end. To the air again, Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Mike Gesicki from 4 yards out. And the Riverhogs are able to extend their lead.
But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They'll complete this one to Watson. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He'll try to pick it up himself, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well.
Illegal forward
And
pass.
I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
They'll look to throw here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop the throw. Going deep for Walker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our tour around the NFL starts now with a tough matchup in the NFC. All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. And this is the home team's quarterback. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they play host to the LA Chargers. And it's Stephon Diggs. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Patriots even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs taking on the Packers. And this is Patrick Mahomes. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Chiefs are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. With that, we give you a look at the rest of the early games and games still in progress here in Week 2 of the NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. He's been a load for them to handle defensively. I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still first down.
Back to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down.
He'll drop to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Look at that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Christian Watson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
They'll line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down and
now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
It's a gain of 4.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
2nd and 11. Christian Watson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian Watson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
It's a gain of 8. That's good.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finds his man, Watson over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slim across the 35. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the...
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
12 more yards. And the Seahawks...
They'll look to throw again. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Up the middle, here's Walker. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Taken down for the fifth time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And an Omaha first down.
Burrow will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now we give to Taylor. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. In motion, the tight end. From midfield now, Burrow.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now it's Burrow.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 2.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Mike Gesicki with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Riverhogs have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. 27 yards there. A first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Oh, lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Omaha's offense back out for another series. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second and 11 now.
Now Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First down, Riverhogs.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor.
This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To the air again, Burrow.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man incomplete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
13 yards. And an Omaha first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
17 yards. First down, Riverhawks.
Here's Burrow.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
The 6-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the goal.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Riverhogs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 10, 2:24 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
That's over the middle. Taken in by Horton. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Not going to understand where your escape patches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over. Prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter, both offense and